Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream and welcome back for Eco. It's been a little bit extra time since the last time we played. Saturday was an event, a family event that I was in charge of, largely, or more than usual anyway, and it just burned me out. I almost didn't feel like streaming Sunday even, but we're back for Eco today. Iron Ducks is here. Thank you for claiming first. And a nerd shirt for Snowball is Moose Man? Something like that. Whatever. From Colorado. You see that on the bottom. I didn't go to Colorado. I simply acquired the shirt through a broker. Mark, welcome in. And Copenhagen, thank you for the resub with Prime Gaming. Much appreciated. I wanted to, I almost kind of skipped it, and yeah, whatever. All right, so, yeah, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in. And we're going to jump into the game. Since I had the extra time, the extra days, basically the intervals between 2 streams instead of 1 as usual for 5 days. 5 days? Yeah, 5 days it's been. I was able to get a fair amount of stuff prepped and done and worked on and things. So we'll be able to hopefully make some progress anyway. Shouldn't say we will be able to make some progress because, well, you all know me, but at least hopefully we'll be able to make some progress and see how we can do. So let's jump into the game and take a look. So where we left off. So we were working on building this building, and these buildings over here are done on the first floor, but they need a second floor. I have made a crap ton of composite redwood, composite fir. There's more composite fir in a storage someplace, as well as hardwood lumber and regular lumber for this building and that building. And I think I have even more lumber someplace in the deep here as well. So I have a cart in my pocket, and I'm ready to use it. We're going to work on these 2 buildings first, I think. And then the idea is going to be, that cart sunk in the pond, or in the, the pond. Get these 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings done. I thought you were just happy to see us. And that one over there will get done as we tear apart these existing ones. And I want to get at least, we should be able to tear down all 3 of these after we do this, to remove the furniture out of them. And we can also even probably we'll be able to tear down this building right away. And then we'll be able to start working on the replacements for these last few. Addicted to capping, welcome in. A hydrate, we can do that. And Caladorn, whoever that is, for the hat. All right. There's that.
Make it so.
Make it so. 203. Near the end.
Nerd alert!
And a nerd shirt alert. 203. 203. 203. 203. Worf. Dorshoga. You have always used your knowledge of Klingon honor and tradition to get what you want from me. Picard. Because it always works, Worf. Your problem is that you really do have a sense of honor, and you really do care about trust and loyalty. Don't blame me for knowing you so well. All good things. Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 7, Episodes 25 and 26 of The Wisdom of Picard. And then today's nerd shirt is Moose Man. Alright, so let's go do some work. Get some work done, that is. We need to clear those rewards, or those redeems. We also need to use a little bit more birch to do this staircase, too, that I keep forgetting to do. That's less important, but still important. So, let's see. We have... This one's done. So, this is the next one we need to work on. Let's do that. And so, I have... let's see. Composite. I have all of this. And then I also have all of that, all of which will not fit. Perfect. You know what? Actually, go in there. Give me one of these. There we go. Those were incredibly delayed. I'm guessing you're on delay then, because I don't think they were delayed. Let's see. We have a double wall here, so let's do this like that. Yeah, I think it's just on your end, Addicted. That happens on occasion, which is twitchy. There. And let's see. Here, these windows that high. There. And then again to here. Oh, two of them. And then we need to have, oh, still that, but the regular wall here. This one goes to there. And there it goes to there. We need solid wall again. Some of the alerts are delayed. Usually they're right away. No, the make it so is delayed. Make it so is always delayed from when it pops in chat. It's just a function of the thing. If you're hearing any more delay than that, then I'm going to go back to it being something on your end. You could check the stream stats, for instance, to see if there's what the latency is between me and you. Given that you're in the US, it should be less than 5, probably less than 2, maybe even less than that. Otherwise, yeah. Let's see. Let's go with line here. We're going to do this. How's that going to look with the flat roof style, though? We'll have to just make do. How that looks. There. To there. And more regular roof blocks here. Should do the floor style or the floor shape for the roof to make my life easier. Yeah, it's monkeying with the roof up there, but I don't know that it's a problem. I think that's just the, let's do a unstuck and take a look. That's what I'm okay with, or that part I'm okay with. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is fine. On a flat roof, you got to deal with some of the weirdness with the flat roof. Okay. Let's then do, that's all we need of that then. Okay, I over, created a little bit of that. We'll throw that down there in that box, and then let's take you next door, and we'll build this one. Made less of this because I don't think we need as much. We really just need the roof and a little bit of wall back here. That will go there. And there. And then I should do this wall first. Should have done it first, but I didn't do it, so we're doing it now first, second, third. Wall piece here. And then we can go back to floor shape and roof block. There. And we close, but I think we got enough. I think I mathed it right. I did. Nice. Alright, that takes care of this room then. That can also go down into this one here. Okay, and then next, this is regular lumber. So we'll put that in here. I have have one of those here for some weird reason, and then the rest of them are subterranean somewhere, right there. And really, we only need the roof here too. So that's kind of convenient. There is going to be another building here, so we're good to continue with this type of block. Not at the end yet. I have extras and extras of these, but that's okay. At least I think that's okay. Should be okay. Those can go in there, I guess. That finishes this side of the build. This side of the build, yeah. So this stretch here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will have 6 rooms. So what I think I want to do with that, I need to eat something. What I think I want to do with that is actually divide it into 2 rooms or 2 apartments. So put a wall up and not have a kitchen in either of these, because the kitchen's going to be kind of the common restaurant space. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, and I'll put a wall up here. And then we'll have 1, 2, and then we'll have a staircase, and then we'll have the third one be above the brick and glass building that needs to be built yet. And I think that'll work out okay. If it doesn't, then oh well. And then after the brick and glass building will be an open space. And that open space, I think, is where I'm going to put in the laser stuff here eventually. I think. Okay, so that takes care of that one. Now we need to deal with this building, which is less completely finished. Let's put the cart here. Take some of these. And get this finished. Wall, and this one will work finally. Looks like I did that, but I did not change this over. So let's do floor shape and floor block. And do that. There. That should be good. Sharp. And then let's go to wall window. Do the windows here. One more block needed. There. Go to here and do windows also. Actually, let's do wall first. You can go to there. And you can go to here. And you can get out of my building. Just stick with the wall shape, or the wall block rather. That way I don't have to change this over a bunch of times. This is not the last building by a long shot on this side either, so that'll be great. And then we can do this here, like that. And that closes that building in. And then you can dump this back over there and there. Take this, and let's go upstairs. Staircase is here. And I need to cut into this wall. Right there. If I have any flat steel blocks that are unused, probably yes, somewhere. But I probably won't be able to see. So we'll have to find a place to put these. For now, I guess I can just stick them in this cart. And then we'll have to figure that out later. You, and some of those. I don't know what I'm going to do with the... Actually, I do know what I'm going to do with the garage door. Don't say words that aren't true, Wally. That's got to be brick, so we'll leave that open. Actually, I'm going to leave that wall off then. This here. And then let's do windows from there. To here. Here. To there. And then there to here. And then here to there. Walls again. Here. might not have enough of these. I don't know that I will. We shall see. Let's see. You can go... Oh. You can go... Here. I might have done the math wrong on this one. Of all the ones, it might have been this one. Although, do I have any more? No, that's softwood. I may have more hardwood lumber made someplace. Who knows? Who the heck knows with me? Nope. Let's do it like this. I can do that. Yeah, we're gonna not have enough for that wall. Okay. Let's see. I have 12 more. Excellent. Let's do that and this. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 more brick. I have those somewhere. I don't know if I can see them from here. I have them somewhere. Do I have any other lumber that I can see from here? No. No, but it doesn't mean anything because I can't see everything from here anyways. Let's drop down here. I'll borrow you. Find some brick. Which I do have. There it is. 10 of those. I want to put those into... that one. I think I marked it with the flat steel. Let's go down to the basement because I want to show you guys what I've been doing down here anyway. This is nearly done. I've resorted now to basically a destruction cycle. Making stone roads. I'm not oversharing. I am sharing just enough. This needs to be cleaned out a little bit more, but it's almost done here. And then we just have from here down that way, however far, to clean out yet. And then this will be clean. I've been doing those some cleanup tasks with this. Basically, it's you make stone roads out of whatever kind of stone you want. But you at least need to use some sandstone or granite for this task, whichever you have. But you make stone roads. I'm doing them 200 at a time. That uses a large amount of crushed rock. I didn't do what I needed to do while I was down there. That uses 190 crushed rock and 285 mortar. So keep those kind of numbers in mind. I then immediately crushed the stone road. 40 recipes of this, which costs 200 stone road. So that's all the stone road we made. That makes 80 crushed rock. So now 190 becomes 110. And so then I crush whatever kind of stone I want, whatever kind of stone I have extra of, times 22 in order to make 110 crushed of whatever kind of stone. That makes the recipe balanced, except for we need also 285 mortar. So every so often, every 2 of these or so, I do 200 crafts of masonry mortar, which requires 95 sand. And that makes 600 mortar, which is just slightly more than 200, or 2 full cycles of this. So like every other time or so, I do this. And that needs 95 sand. So then one of those times I make 96 sand, because it's in pairs, and one of those times I make 94 sand, depending on whether I need the extra one or don't need the extra one. And then that needs the same amount of silica. So then I also crush 19 sandstone recipes. So, but that's every other time. So you can kind of, I mean, it needs one more, one time, one more, one fewer the next time, but that many. So you can see though that that will delete quite a bit of stone each time, each cycle, because it's half of 19. So we'll call that 9, even though it's a little more than 9, plus 22, which is 31. So we're deleting 620 stone or so each cycle. The cycle takes about 12 minutes, though, because I only have one Wainwright table. If I were to make another Wainwright table, it would take less time, but that's not too bad, given that I can do other things while it's doing. 200 of this takes 12 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's my maximum cycle there, but I'm using that to delete 600 or so stone at a time, every 12 and a half minutes. It works out, well enough. You could do the same thing with mortared sandstone or mortared granite, whichever one you have. The difference there is it doesn't consume as much per cycle, but what I haven't done is I haven't done the math on whether that's more efficient calorie-wise or time-wise than the stone road process is. But either way, you can do either one. If you have engineering, you can use the stone. If you don't have engineering, you can just do it with the mortared stone recipe. Or you can use the stone road. If you don't have engineering, you can do it with the stone recipe there. So that's kind of what I've been doing to try and get rid of all the sandstone that I'm scooping up from all that process, from all the digging that I've been doing down here. Let's see. So I do need to make some more hardwood lumber. Okay, that's fine. Also coming out of this are a few other random little bits of things on occasion, like maybe some limestone. Not little, but some limestone comes out of here. Some coal comes out of here. There was some granite down here for some inexplicable reason. So little bits of things come out of here, but by and large, it's sandstone and then a ridiculous amount of sulfur. And the sulfur I've been doing a similar process on, which I actually showed you all, I think, last time, maybe, where I'm crushing the sulfur using the Arastra because it has the least efficient sulfur crushed sulfur from sulfur ratio, which means the most efficient crushed rock and the most efficient space compression, because sulfur is something you end up with a ridiculous amount of. So this takes 12 sulfur chunks in and outputs 2 crushed sulfur and 1 crushed mixed rock. If you do one of the other recipes, which we'll look at in a minute, you get much more crushed sulfur by ratio than you get crushed mixed rock. So this is 66%, 67% crushed sulfur and 33% crushed mixed rock. If I use the stamp mill, it processes 20 and I get 4 and 1, so it's 80 and 20. So you get a lot more sulfur out of the deal, a lot less crushed rock out of the deal. Then you have too much stuff in storage, because sulfur is ridiculous. The third recipe for sulfur is here, and this one is 100% crushed sulfur. We definitely don't want that. So I'm using the crushed mixed rock that I'm getting from this, also for the stone road. So for every 5 recipes of this, every 60 sulfur, I don't crush 1 recipe of sandstone. And it means that I'm crushing less sandstone, but I'm also getting, oh, hey, there's some of my lumber. But it means that I'm also getting some of the, that's weird when that happens. That means that I'm also getting rid of some of the sulfur too, which I'm getting a lot of, so it works out fine. I'm destroying blocks, and that's the important part. So let's do some quick math and see how much of this we actually need. We don't need very much. Don't need very much. I can do English too, guys. Let's see. Let's do a pillar here. This up to that point. Oh, I need more. Oopsie. I need more for that too. So there's 10 up there. And then I need 8. Maybe 2 more of these, just so I can put the 10 up top. Nope, not that one. This one? Yeah. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 40 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 30. 30 hardwood lumber blocks. I think I'll have to make that as 40. Let's take a look. I need this module, not that. That's not a module. This module. And then lumber, hardwood, and can I make 40? Oh, let's just make 40, which is 20 crafts. Means I need 95 hardwood boards. So before I start that craft, I need to come back over here, and I need to make saw boards, 95 hardwood boards, which is 34 crafts. That uses most of what I had left of the hardwood there. Actually, you know what? Let's just do 6 more crafts to eat through the rest of that. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Let's eat something else here. That's going to take a minute and a half or so. And then once that's all done, we'll make the other things. And all that lumber that I have left and the lumber that I'm going to get from this building, we can use that to make more large lumber stockpiles. Well, that's the plan anyway. I think, speaking of this building, I think we can start moving these things. So let's start picking these up. Because they're all going in here anyway. I purposely picked up the one that I picked up first because I want it to go in here. And I don't remember which way is the front. That's not the front. Okay. Don't think. I think...
Poke, poke, poke. Is that all you do?
Batman, welcome in. But I think actually I'm going to put it like this, maybe? Instead? Yeah, that's better, I think. Let's see. Thanks for the poke, Batman. Welcome in. And then we want to do... move you out of the way, move you out of the way. These things in here. That one first, maybe? I think that one first. Can I put that in here, or is it too big? It's too big, so we're going to put it over here on this wall. But maybe there... Now let's take a look at the lathe first. I'm going to do this one like that. We'll put you in next to it. And then we have this one and that one. I want to put a door in maybe here. There's actually 2 more blocks that I have that I didn't think about having. And then I could do this like that. I do have this extra space too. So maybe I do these here. And here. Yeah, I think so. Or... there, and there. Maybe that's better. Okay, this goes back over here then, and we can have that one. Oh, and storage. Nope, nope, nope. We'll deal with storage configuration later, but I want to nope them all before I forget. Start trying to use them later. Storage, nope. Said nope. And nope. forgot the other nope. Did I do this one? Yep. And then finally you. All right. And then we have to move this storage as well. Do I have a... No, I don't have a box in my pocket. All this stuff. Can I put some of it, like, in there? And then pick the rest of it up? Yeah. It's fine. You. This box can come with me over to here, and I want to put it like that. All this stuff can move into there, as well as you and you. That's good. Alright, let's go back over here, because I forgot about changing or starting this other recipe up. You go in there, and it was some amount that I've now forgotten. 20? Crafts. Yeah. It's a little bit inefficient on the flax oil part, because if I had done 80 crafts, it would have cost me 19. This cost 5... 1/4 cost me slightly more than 1/4, but honestly, that tiny amount is kind of, doesn't matter. Weird. Okay. Let's find that other, you know. I apparently can't see it from here. Or I've scrolled past it now twice. Could be either, honestly. So I'm just going to stick it over here. And because I know we can see that from that cart that's up there. See? Yeah, just fine. And then we want wall form, wall block, and wall that. Okay. And then, how am I going to arrange this as a building? I don't know if this will be 1 room or 2 at this point. Maybe I won't plan for this just yet. Yeah, let's just not plan for this yet. You can go in there. You can go in there. And we'll leave that doorway missing for now. That'll be fine. Do I have any birch? Composite birch. Spruce. Birch. Only 22 birch. Is that enough? This is birch, right? Yes. Okay, good. I think so. There. Actually do a window here. Floor blocks. Somewhere in that vicinity is where they should go. If I put one here, I hit my head on it. Yes. Okay. That's using your head, Wally. And I do not have enough. I'll need to make another batch of birch. Dang it, I won't have enough for a roof. That's okay. These windows here. And then this type of wall here. I will paint all of these, of course. Yeah, we need 1 batch additional. None of a batch. Let's take out these 2 though. Put these in as windows. I think. I already did that back there. That's done. That's done. So yeah, all I need is, actually I need like 5. Because of course I do. Let's do this single block. There. And there. And then here. Let's see. Should I don't want to do any sort of windows there because that leads into whatchamacallit. And then I fixed this door and I never painted that either. That's alright. I knew I had to do more painting, so I probably decided not to waste my time. I might leave the stairs bare, so they're different. Well, that means I'll have to take them out anyways to get to the other floors, or I have to hit them from below, which will be tough. I think we'll just wait. Or take them out and do it that way. So I think it's time now we can finally move house. Before we do, though, let's come over here and maybe make the truck. I need a lot of stuff for this. Maybe not. I mean, I probably have this stuff someplace, but I don't know that I have it all super duper nearby. I don't know that I have it all either, so maybe we won't. We'll do that later. Let's go move some house stuff. We might, as part of this process, want to make some new house stuff. And actually, we'll probably want to get those buildings working because we're going to want to have things like... hello. I never finished this. Interesting. I need a cast iron table. Things like lights, because I'm not going to put the fuel burning lights up ever again. I'm going to put those in a box and forget about them ever existing. And instead, we're going to put up electric lights everywhere. It's going to be an electric boogaloo. The pumpkins I may keep just because they're kind of decorative, but all these torch stands are gone. All these oil lamps, gone. Interesting. You might have some books in there. Yeah, we'll have to deal with that later then. This and that and this. Not sure why you're asking me about picking up tables, of all things. Okay. That and this, and that's basically all of this room except for the bookshelf. So, some of this furniture we're going to keep. Some of this furniture we're going to replace. I need to look for that cast iron table, because I think I'll keep that. I don't know yet. So this, let's see, we want a living room, a bedroom, and a bathroom. And then we'll probably have a wall. Which order I put them in kind of doesn't matter. I mean, this is the biggest one. So this should technically be the room that has the most amount of furniture, which means it's probably the living room. But on the flip side of that argument, that means you have to walk through the bathroom to get to another room. Unless I put up some kind of a dividing wall. Like maybe here, make this the bathroom. And then have the kitchen, maybe, and then the living room. Oh, we don't need a kitchen. I'm sorry, the bedroom. Maybe the bedroom should be the bigger one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's put the couch in front of the windows because that's the way you're supposed to do this. I don't know why, but that's the way you're supposed to do it. And then we'll put maybe an armchair over there. We may want more armchairs later. Let's do galaxy vase. I'm going to make some new fireplaces. We're not going to use the mortared stone ones anymore. We're going to instead use the... let me hang this above the door. Yeah. Here, too. We're going to instead make some ashlar stone ones. Let's, maybe make a couple of different ones. At least 2. Do I have you linked? I don't have you linked. Where's all that ashlar stone that I have? Not in there. But there's some in there. And take from that. Probably even put into that. No, we have a box for this. Let's see. Oops, I forgot to rename that one to mechanics. Masonry and cement. That's what I want. Or advanced masonry and cement. Whatever. I know I have some more ashlar someplace. I just must not be able to see it from here. Yet. Alright. Draco on Siege. Welcome in. Did I leave that cart upstairs? No. I put it in my pocket. Did I put it back down outside? Might be that over there. Probably this one right here. Okay. Let's see here. How am I doing? Pretty good. Welcome in over there on YouTube, by the way. I have a bunch of limestone. There's the rest of it. And I can't see... Oh, move all this. Maybe? -1. Your server is so advanced compared to yours. Well, I've been playing this now for many hours. I don't know how many hours it is, but a lot. So that kind of makes some sense. For basically the end game, actually we could win. We could shoot the meteor down with the lasers. But I am purposely not doing that because I know myself and I know that I will be likely to not continue these building projects if I do it. So I'm not going to do it. We also have fountains and things we can make out of ashlar, which we will do. Fireplaces, I think I want to have maybe like a granite one. That would be good. We could also do... Shale is kind of nice. I haven't made any shale ashlar yet, though. Oops. Nice is nice, though. You're in day 7 at 3 steam trucks out as of now. Do you have any tips on it for smelter, blacksmither, and advanced smelter? If you're already set up, then the best tip I have for that person is... already kind of gone. You're kind of gone past it, but the best tip that I have for a smelter is to not set up in the desert. Instead, set up where you can get copious amounts of coal and or peat. Because what you will need, especially once you get into advanced smelting, is ridiculous amounts of fuel. So you either want to turn peat into charcoal, or you want coal to make it crushed. In my opinion, even though the charcoal, you need twice as much charcoal as crushed coal, the peat is still easier to obtain. So don't set up in the desert where all the iron is. Set up in the swamp where all the fuel is. You don't need that much iron. You need 19 crushed iron to make 160 steel. But you need 160 crushed coal or 320 charcoal to make the same amount of steel. So yeah, set yourself up down here, not up there, basically. So since you're playing, you know some things here. I have belt roads going east-west and north-south. There's a tunnel here through there throughout my entire map. I also have auxiliary roads like this one and this one going as well. And there's going to be one here too I need to finish. Other than that, for smelting and advanced smelting, the only other tip that I can think of off the top of my head is to make sure that you set your blast furnace that's making steel in a building that's big enough to fit the power hammer and also fit a blacksmith table. Because you will need all three of those together to make the things for all those things. And I don't think you really want to have more than one power hammer, and you really don't need more than one blacksmith table. So that's the only other tip I can really think of at this point is that. Just because you need it. You need the power hammer for the rebar and the rivets and the springs and the pipe. Yeah. Those things. And then you need the blacksmith table for the tools here at the power hammer. So those 3 tables, and at that point you might as well make it these tables as well, like the grindstone and the anvil and the bloomery in that same room, and then have at least one more blast furnace, one set with an advanced smelting upgrade in it, and then one set with a regular smelting upgrade in it. At least 2 for a smelter, advanced smelter. You may want a 3rd one, but I don't think you need it. Unless you're really doing a lot of smelting for a huge server and you're the only one, I don't think you need more than 2. If you also have masonry, as I do because I have all the professions, then you want to have a 3rd one too, which I don't have yet. But we're gonna do that as part of this whole rebuild project that we're in the middle of right now that I keep getting distracted from. So let's make a couple of these fireplaces. I'm going to probably want 3 or 4 of them eventually, so I'm going to make them all in different colors. So we're just going to start with a granite one for now. We'll make that, and then we can make more later. That's fine. We'll also do the fountains, but I'm not sure how I'm going to handle those fountains. I think they're outdoor. Yeah, they're outdoor things, so we're going to deal with that as we redo the outdoor decorations at some point down the road. Do you have any ideas for cool builds? You're getting bored and have like 2,000 lumber? I am the last person you want to ask about building. This is my sort of like Western style town where kind of all the buildings are smushed together. Although it's more than that. In terms of, the old part was more Western with the hewn and the mortared stone. This is more maybe row houses or row buildings in a city street kind of thing. This way, but either way, that's what I have. A couple of things you can do with lumber that looks good, especially once you unlock paint, is either a large farmhouse, which is one of the things I'm planning on doing, is building a farmhouse, or a barn, which I'm also planning on doing at some point. So those are a couple of ideas for you, which I'm planning on doing. I have some farms out here that I think I might put the farmhouse and the barn out here. I could put one of them over here too, maybe, or maybe even both of them over here. It'll be away from the farms, but that's only some of the farms anyway, so it kind of doesn't really matter. And actually, it's probably, if I put it over here, it's probably closer to more of the farms. They have farms here, here, and here, and I will only have the jungle farms and the flax farm here long term. Although there's tomatoes there too. So either way, those are a couple of good lumber buildings, I guess we'll say. Or buildings that will look good made out of lumber, I should better say. Okay, so we're going to put this fireplace up in here. Did I really want it in here, or did I want it over there? The bedroom stuff. The living room stuff. You know what? Maybe I should make this the living room. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move this stuff over. It's already changing my mind here. Yep. Couch, you go there. Because I think that I'm going to put a couple of beds in the bedroom, and I think they're going to be big enough that I'm going to want to have more room for them. These can go like here, maybe a rug in front of the fireplace. I want the big rug in front of the fireplace, though. Stream tomorrow at the same time? Nope. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is my sort of single-player night. And then on Sundays, a couple of us get together and do some different stuff. I think I'll keep these pumpkins. They're kind of nice and decorative. So we'll come back on Thursday with more eco. I have somewhere I think at least, a wrought iron table. Let's see if I can find it. Going to bed about now? Alrighty, cool. Thanks for popping in. And we'll see you again, hopefully on Thursday then. Be in here. It'll be over here. Let's see. I do not have one. I never made a wrought iron table. Really? Where the hell is that made at? Cast iron table right there. Cast iron, not wrought iron. Huh. I need a smelting upgrade for this. Should be in here. Yep. Unless I accidentally put it somewhere else, but at that point, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Make me one of those, and I need 4 iron for that. Up in here, up in here. I have iron buried someplace down here. Yep, there it is. 4. Alright, just a few seconds on that craft. Oopsie. Wayne Enterprises is down at the far end. We can go back down there as we go do our things here. Wayne Enterprises, Electronics Division. Noise. Okay, so that'll take care of the seating here, and then I think I'm going to put this and that here in the bedroom. Yes, it makes logical sense to have a table. Unnamed buildings, plenty, and more to come. So let's see, what do we have available at the moment? So we have the Grange, the farmer's building. That needs a... I'd like to keep the name Grange, but we could name it after you if you wanted. We have that one's taken. That one, the Advanced Masonry and Cement Works. Could have a name in a tech. We have a tailoring building that could be named, a lumber building that could be named, and a carpentry and logging building that could be named. And then we'll also have a mechanics building here, which maybe that could be in a tech. I need to grab, though, a sign for that. But whichever one you would like to have, you may have. Let's see, you go... Mechanics building, yeah. Got one other name, but don't want to be greedy. Well, so far at least, we have plenty available. Alright, so... Let's see here. We can do Initech Mechanics. You return the cooldown is up. There we go. Initech Mechanics. Alrighty, so that's that. Another rug. I need to get rid of the lamps and things. Go down here and drop off these lamps, and we'll go back up and pick up some more stuff. Actually, let me go up and pick up some more stuff, including lamps, and then come back down and do that. We're not going to get to that yet. This, cast iron bed, yes. And a wooden fabric bed, yes. And another anchor, and another lamp, and another... Oh. This has decorations in it, clothing in it. That, this, bauble, this one, and this one, and that one. Full, but that's okay because I can drop some of these lamps and things off in a box. At least until the box gets full. Has a little bit of time on it. That, this, that, this, that, this. I had 3 beds in this place. Yeah, we're not keeping all those beds. Bath mat. This. Oh, I need to make toilets and sinks and things. We're also not going to permanently use these latrines and things. We'll use them for now, just because I want to make sure that the yes, this, that, and the other thing. I want to make sure that the tables have their or the buildings have their the rooms have their definitions. You could go with this, but no. Stump table I'm not going to use. Swirl vase, we could put one of those out. Hewn nightstand I'd rather not use. I think I'm going to upgrade those as well. Bath mat goes in the bathroom. Bathroom. Maybe one of these also is already here. We could do this here. And then, I don't know where I'm going to put the other one at. Maybe in the kitchen over here that we haven't really done anything with yet. I could put one there, I guess. Yeah, let's put one. Oh, wait, there's already one there, so I don't need 2 in the room. Okay, let's see. You go here. A vase. Yes. And then how about one of these baubles can go up here on the wall someplace, maybe over here. Everybody wants to wake up with a bauble on their wall. And then we'll just go ahead and lay out this bathroom, even though it's not going to obviously work as a bathroom for a little while. Or you could go with that. And we'll put out the, not the stump chair, well maybe, but the stump latrine for right now. And then we'll replace that with a regular toilet after a while. Which is the front of the shitter here. I don't know. Can I tell, actually? Can I sit? Yes. Okay, that is the front. Excellent. Bath mat. That'll go next to the bathtub, which we don't have yet. And, towel rack can go maybe nearby the tub as well. Do that also later. Let's take this and put it up in here. This bauble can go maybe like right up in here someplace. And I think, let's see, the stump table, hewn nightstand. I think I'm going to leave the hewn stuff and stump stuff out for now. Give me this cart. Oh, I should have put that rug down too. Oh well. Let's see. This cart, go here. And the stump stuff, I'm going to put stump and hewn stuff I'm going to put away. We'll make newer, better, or stuffer in a little bit. Stump, hewn, stump. I need more boxes. Can you recycle unwanted crafted items? No. At least not in general. Some specifics, yes. In general, no. Take these streamers down. We're going to actually put them up in the new part of town. Which we could actually do now, actually. Actually can wait, because I also put those signs right there. May be problematic. They go through the signs? Oh, they can. No, they can't. Okay. Well, so I may or may not use these long term then. I guess I can put them up between the signs, though, like that. That'll be fine. That one needs to probably be adjusted. This one I don't think will work. Oh, well. Okay. Yeah, we'll put them up between the signs. It just won't be perfect. We'll have to either have them be just left of or just right of the correct position. But that'll be okay. So you got 1 block there, and you got 0 blocks there, yeah. You've got 1 block there, and you've got the 1 block over there as well. We need another one for here. This one's perfect. This one has 2 blocks, and this has a lot more than 2 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 and 6 is 8, so we want to have 4 on either side instead of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. How long are these things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put 2 of them in that space. Never mind. Put it over 2 and 6 and 6 more. So let's go 1 block away there, and I'll put another one up there. Put this rug down too in the bedroom, I think. Yeah, right in there. And then let's go tear down some of these buildings. I'm not going to reuse the hewn, I don't think, for anything. I may change my mind on that later, but for right now, at least, I'm not planning on reusing the hewn for anything. You know what? Actually, I need this cart with me. Same thing with the mortared stone. I'm not planning on making any... Well, maybe I will. I don't really care for the hewn as much as I do the mortared stone, so if I did already do 1 granite mortared stone building, and we did 1 hewn building too, so I might just leave it at 1 of each. Although I can, I think, use hewn, or yes, I can use hewn or granite for the glass and, or hewn or mortared for the glass and brick making building. So maybe we use 1 more of those for this. Horse walks into a bar and orders a beer. Bartender says, "You know, you're in here quite a lot. I'm not sure how it works for horses. But are you an alcoholic?" Which the horse replies, "I don't think I am," and cease to exist. Yep, that's what you get for putting the horse before Descartes. Or Descartes before the horse, whichever way it goes. I knew the joke, I just screwed the punchline. Oh well. Hard to botch the punchline when you're familiar with the subject? It was more like I didn't give it any thought. I just knew what the punchline effectively was and just shot it out without even thinking about it. In true streamer fashion. I don't want to do that. I need to drive that cart off the off this roof first. Every time I say the cart, yeah, I know it. I get triggered by those types of things. Self. For example, anything that can be construed as a "that's what she said" line. Yeah. Okay, let's tear down this granite building next. I need to move that yet. There we go. Job's done. I needed my whole inventory for that. That's why I didn't do it sooner. Okay. Bookshelf. Go. And then once we have this granite building torn down, we can use it to finish that other room for that other bathroom. Kalzamar, welcome in. Okay, and Next Fest seems hard to find factory games, and there's no way to search factory in Next Fest. Yeah, I found the best thing to do is just focus on the simulations section, and then just kind of, you have to scroll through it kind of manually. I really didn't see many factory games. I have one that I already recorded episode for tomorrow, which will be a surprise for tomorrow. And then I might have found one more that could be construed as a factory game, but it wasn't easy. I've also already tried and ruled out one or two games for various reasons where I didn't like them. It's kind of how Next Fest goes. Usually I can find enough stuff to get me 6 or 7 games. This week might be more like 4 or 5. But I just have a very particular taste in games, so there's only a couple of genres or subgenres that really interest me, as you guys know, because you guys are all similar. Yes, I'm a snob, that too. I really honestly don't even look at the ratings when I pick out the game. I'm looking for a game that fits the genres and subgenres that I'm interested in. I'm not even looking at the ratings. I wasn't kidding. Oh, it's full already. All right, well, let's dump these in the powered cart because we can reach that from there, I think. And well, I don't actually. Ah! That would have stabbed me. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible that I missed something good in my search yesterday. Was nowhere near something that could be considered exhaustive. That's life. You speak as if you have experience with such things, Iron Ducks. But, you know, Next Fest can vary by quite a bit in terms of what's popular and whether that popular game genre is in my interest or not. Missing out on good things? Oh, that too. Well, let's see, that other cart. That wasn't you. That was you. A lot of roguelikes. Lights, yeah. It seems like, especially on Next Fest, games are cyclical. You'll find a huge number of a specific type of game. I guess I can't say that there's storage. A huge number of a specific type of game today, this time, and then you won't see them again ever. It's kind of a weird thing that I've just kind of consistently noticed with fidget games. Like, everybody has the same idea at once. It's like how Armageddon and Deep Impact came out in the same year. Like, how the heck does that work? Who decided that everybody was going to get together and agree to make the same movie? Subject. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Crap. White House down, Olympus has fallen within months of each other. Yes! Another great example. Yes, it does happen all the time. Let's put these back in here, and let's go back down to the, this kerfuffle. Move these in here, and then move these all the way down. Nope. But anyways, it's one of those things where I just gonna play stuff that I like and see what happens. Games in the indie scene, one game will do well and people will copy the style. Within a year they'll be everywhere. Yeah. Ethics time. Oh boy. Never mind. Playing Kenshi, finally. It's a predecessor to RimWorld. I saved a couple of slaves from their abusive cult master. The slaves chose to join my party. One of them died shortly after in a scuffle. Okay. Ought to be good. Also, it's a precursor to RimWorld? I didn't know that. Is that a thing? That's a room now. Not actually RimWorld, but it's very RimWorld-like, but it came out first. Okay, I get it. Alright, what do we have left for decorations in those final rooms? Stairs. Hopefully nothing, because I took the stairs down. We do have all these kitchen decorations, though. Need to go someplace. Probably in the kitchen. Do I want these as my seeds? Probably not. I'm probably going to switch them to plants, or to flowers. Forget about that. Yeah, I need to put stairs back up. I have enough people to do the work that needs doing and enough food to feed the mouths. So that's no biggie. That's good. Hewn table, hewn chairs. I need more storage boxes. Let's make some more of those. There's chest. There's 4. Their sole purpose in life? Oof. Wood. Would you believe it? They voluntarily became a slave. Are they still a slave? Oh, Jesus. Yes. But it's in that case, it's not necessarily a bad thing. How about that? Hmm. You're going to be difficult, aren't you? He declared war against his god and his homeland. Not my fault. Zealots have empires? Well, I mean, could be. I knew what you meant. I translated in my head. You know what? Actually, let's put some of these decorations downstairs in this part of the kitchen instead. Let's see. Vase. Put a vase back in this corner. And actually, you know what? I should put the rounded pot in this rounded corner. I will put this flower seed in it. And then, let's see. Put a vase here, I guess. So, yeah. And I guess I'll put a square pot in this rounded corner. Although I don't think I want to do this particular seed that I had in there. I think I want something smaller. We'll put that papaya seed in there. And something smaller, but still attractive looking. Well, that counts me out on both counts. Heliconia. What the hell is a heliconia? Oh, we'll do that. I don't know that that's smaller, but we're going to do it anyway. And then we'll also put a rabbit skin here on the floor someplace. Right there. Oh, a salt basket. That's got to go over here by the meat grinder. We can salt our meat. But to crawl across between an elephant and a rhinoceros. I'm sure not calling it bad names. Elephino. I did have one. Ah, well. Alright, let's, gotta move Nerd's sign to. I'm gonna have to move it in phases, though, I think. Name of the game. Okay, what you want now? Washboard. We'll replace that also, I guess. Wax Enterprises. What building do you want that name for? However you want to word that. It's on. Ooh. I have room for that shit. Dealer's choice? There's a Wayne, there's gotta be a Wax. I get you. All of this stuff I need a new home for. And I ain't got none. Oh, if it could have gone in there, I guess. I think you can recycle. Is it again? Hewn. Oh, it's empty. Okay, good. Walking around like I ain't got none. What you think? I sold them all? Lighting shop? No lighting shop. That's kind of split between electronics and industry, which we already have covered. In addition to the carpentry, the lumber, the tailoring, the grange. Then we'll also have glass and bricks here. And we'll have a new version of basic engineering, smelting, masonry, and probably like a miscellaneous. The glassworks? Okay. We'll put a sign here for that. And then we'll be ready to go when the time comes. Yes, this one. Basic engineering? Okay. For the competition. Okay, we'll put a temporary sign up then. Let's grab maybe a couple of these guys. And do this. And that'll go somewhere in here when it's ready. We can just do that for now. Similar to what I did with dino oil that we also need to deal with. Puns make the world go around. Indeed. So this is Wax Enterprises. Engineering division. And then this is a basic engineering skill icon. There we go. Puns do make the world go around. I agree. Alright, so let's take out the wood first, the hewn logs first, for no good reason. This is hardwood hewn. What kind of hewn did we use for the Hunter's Lodge? I don't remember. If we use regular, I'll use hardwood. If we use hardwood, I'll use regular for the glassworks and brickworks building. I forgot I still have a ladder over there too. Picking up the stockpiles. I gotta find someplace to stick all this shit, too. Oof. All right. That takes care of the upper floor. Almost. Upper floor. And now I gotta find a place to put all this stuff. There's a place. And then we need to get the lower floor. First splat. Almost missed that light. Tick, 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 tink, tink. Once we figure out how much of this stone and hewn log we're gonna need, we'll probably just crush the stone and use it for something else. And the hewn can be turned into charcoal. So that'll be our recycling of those two items at least. The rest of the stuff, hungry. The rest of the stuff, who the hell knows? Wear this hammer out here pretty soon. That's what she said. Unfortunately, you can't recycle blocks that are beyond tier 2, which is kind of annoying because I would like to be able to recycle kind of everything. But I've never really thought about how I would set up the recycling of, like, because I could make a mod that would do the recycling, but I've never really thought about how I'd recycle, like, glass or bricks. And I guess glass you would melt down into, well, glass you might not have to, because glass you can turn into framed glass, which is an endgame material. Bricks, though, you'd probably want to turn into, yeah, glass could go into sand, too. Bricks you could just turn into rubble. I would say. I don't see why they couldn't just be crushed mixed rock. Just kind of a ratio thing would be the only thing that I would still be kind of worrying about or thinking about. What else we got then? Lumber. You could turn lumber into either cut it into boards to use, or wait a minute, for use boards in. No, you don't use boards in. Or do you? I don't know. Sawdust, dust, even, or do you use? Why am I drawing a blank on this? Do you use boards for these? Yeah, so you could cut the lumber into boards, and then use it to make composite lumber out of the boards. That would take care of, and then you could also crush the concrete into crushed mixed rock too. But lumber, bricks, and glass, that's tier 3. That takes care of all 3 of those. And then concrete would be something to want to crush. Maybe also remelt, like, the corrugated steel. That's the other tier 4 besides concrete. That might be a useful thing too. Put this over here out of the way for right now. One of those isn't a standing sign. Huh. I guess maybe I should have done that floor while I was up there because I don't have anything underneath it here, but I might be able to. Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's fine. That's what we'll do, at least with the stone and the hewn that we have left over after all this shenanigans, is just recycle it. Mortared stone, that is. And it'll be fine, because the stone I'll just recycle down into nothing. Except for the limestone. If we don't use the limestone, I'll turn that into quicklime. All right. This can come down too now. Oopsie. Well, that wasn't intended. Gonna lurk already. Thanks for the lurk. I'm gonna have to probably put this into some sort of temporary storage for now, because I have way too much of this stuff to manage right now. You too as well. Iron Ducks, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the well wishes and things, and thanks for the couple of name redeems. Much appreciated. I want to make this town that you all are kind of invested in, for lack of a better word, so anybody else who's interested in redeeming their name as some form of building name, or a name for a building, then by all means, do the name redeem. And it's full. All right. Alrighty. So that opens that all up. We're going to put some sort of flooring down here, as I mentioned, because that'll be where we do... Or I'm going to probably do the laser show is somewhere down here. Maybe a little bit further down, but somewhere down here we need to clear out. This is still not targetable. Oh, it is targetable now, randomly. Okay. I tried hitting that a couple of times between a couple of restarts, and it never would let me hit it. But this time it did. Because I have all this. This has got to go. This definitely has to go. Okay, so let's take a look. We did a granite building. Mortared granite building, and we did that. I used human logs for the windows downstairs, but not upstairs. Oopsie. And then over here I did hardwood. So let's replace these windows with hewn logs, which will be good because I can use the hewn logs that way. And then let's do a hewn log building for the regular hewn log building for the glass. What do the softwood windows look like? Are those better than those? Maybe. Yeah, let's change these out to be softwood windows. Okay, let me get some food though, because I'm almost starved here. Also have to get rid of some stuff. 2 of these. Two of these. 2 of these. And get rid of some stuff, and then I'll do 2 of those. Small bath pat's going to go in front of the turlet. Let's put this rabbit fur right... well, there's going to be a door there, so I guess right here. Kind of an annoying thing where you can't put stuff in front of doors. Washboard I will put in here for now. Oh, that's right. You can now put things on top of rugs. Yes, I don't want to do it, but you can. It's the important part. Oh, actually, no. This is supposed to go opposite that. Because logic reasons. And then let's grab the last bit of food that I needed. Here. And let's go pay a visit to our trash boxes. So barren now. Let's see. Any of this stuff? Just the one. This clothing I'm going to actually pull back out of here. But I want to have dressers made first. We're going to do a lot of the composite. There aren't composite dressers. There's only lumber ones. Bummer. Okay, and let's take down these windows and replace them with... Oopsie, that. Not the door, just the windows. Softwood. Actually, maybe I should change these doors out, too. Let's change the doors out, too. We'll put softwood doors in, which I think I just put down in that other box. One of them, we'll have to make more doors for that. Too hungry. See, I told you I had to get hungry pretty soon. Wall, window, go. Hammer's broken. Keep doing it anyway. Get that back. That done. Hammer's broken. While we're down here, let's swap out the doors. Not there, but here. Yeah, those are regular hewn doors. I have one. No, that's a mortar limestone. I don't have any of these softwood hewn doors, so we'll have to make some. All right, it's fine. We'll do that. 3 of them. A hewn door is a logging thingy, so we need our basic logging. There. There. And, I have doors here too. Softwood doors. I have 2 of them. Okay, good. I just need to make 1 then. And that means that these should actually probably be put down in the other box because they're trash. Probably now. Let's see. Softwood hewn. I have... Actually, I'm just going to hand feed that in. Let's just do 1 of these. I need 2 more, 2 of those hewn logs. Dang it. Did the wrong damn thing. Oh well. Only 2 hewn. It was wasted. Three more. All right, and then this one is going to open. Let's see the friggin' handle. There it is. This way. And these ones go here and here. There we go. Okay, and then upstairs we're gonna need more. Carts are all full. It's probably safe to crush the mortar granite now. I can throw that in there. That'll be good. We have this. $15. $15. 6. Goes in here, and let's find the truck. There it is. We need 15. 15 and 6. You can have those. You can have these. All is right in the world again. This can be there. This can be there. And there. And there. Ant. There. That up. Take it with me. Anything in my pocket for this room? No. Okay, good. Then I gotta get rid of all this crap. Still. That's fine because we're gonna build a room out of the regular mortar or regular hewn now. Down this way someplace. Like right here. Let's see. I want to try to sort through this stuff real quick. Just so I can get only one type of thing in the truck if I can. I'm going to put you in here. You guys in there. Put this in there. Ooh, I could use that storage as well. Let's do that. You go in there, you go in there, go in there. You, my friend, are going to be a mess. No. No. No, but maybe. Yes. There. You go there. Fill that one up. And then let's get to work. We do still have more house to move. We have a whole other set of living spaces to deal with. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. Bricks and glass. Bricks are or glass is a stupid size building. Let's say we want to do 9 here. It might be enough. Might. Do this and floor fill. 2, 3, 5, 5. Again. 5, 5. And then we do this one like that. And then let's do rectangle again. Out 9 for now. That'll work. Since it was being weird. The glass building, that one. This will need that. The kiln is the other one that's going in here. I feel like there was something else I wanted to put in this room too, though. What are we still missing? Well, what we're still missing is everything that's in the lab back here. I gotta put the rolling mill someplace. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. But then the 2 lab tables also need to go someplace, which will build a lab somewhere. It might even still get tacked on to the end of this one, because this isn't gonna be that big. But let's do the glass building first. If I can. Get there. Maybe I'll put the kiln right here in front. Like that. That'll be fine, I think. We'll just do it this size. Maybe the kiln won't be where I put it. Maybe I'll be able to put someplace different, but... Oh, this goes here. Right. There we go. Toe. Three by 5. And then 3 by 3. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. These 2 go out. Switch to wall design style thingy. And also windows. Go here. I should just do that. Okay. That. If I have those doors at least. Let's go grab 3 of them. I think I had some here as well as some down the other end. These. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And I think we'll just put one right there eventually. I can't put it in yet because of the dirt, but we're going to clean that up too as part of all this. Do I want to put the lab there? I don't know that I can put it anywhere else. We'll put it there. Let me get some more of this. Not the right spot. There. Okay. Then I want rectangle again for here. Excuse me. For here. And there. And then we want floor for the inner bit here. Do 3 by 5. Three by 5. Try that again, Wally. Also, I need to rotate this building. 1, 2, 3 by 5. Two by... Not good enough. Alright, that goes there, and then I need a few more. And then we gotta go upstairs with the rest. Oh, I wanted to put a staircase in here first, didn't I? Shit. I did. Well, no time like the present. That goes here then. Blocks. That means this needs to be bigger. Damn. Two. That one. This one. Floor. Floor. Wall. Windows. Walls. Walls. I didn't need to delete that one. That's okay. Walls. Windows. Ooh. Oh. Get out of there. Do. Nope. Go with human. Ah, there they are. You please. It's possible to structure completely out of glass? Yes. It looks weird as crap, but yes. But hewn glass looks a bit better. Hewn glass, jeez, Wally. Framed glass looks a bit better. Done as a solid structure, though. A bit. Too hungry. I need to change this here. Actually, I'm going to change these too. Cut those out when we figure out what we need here. This goes and that goes. These come out. Those need to also get changed around. Walls. Yeah, looking through the windows at the underside of stairs. That's probably going to need to get changed too. But would you believe it? Is that not connected? Oh, it is connected. Okay, good. Oh, I guess I need to change those too. Okay, that's the new room. Almost. That's the new room. Need stairs here. Like that. Doors are in the wrong place now. 2, 3, they go here. And then that's going to be also, that down there is going to be in the wrong place too. Let's do doors. front here, and then we'll do the this, like that. I think that's fine. So I want the door to be here then. And I think I'm gonna put the kiln back here, rather than where I had it initially. It should be fine. And then upstairs, I guess. Go. You can have module. And not you, not you, not you. And I don't have a module on hand for you. Let's put away elsewhere. Need to move stuff down here for that. We'll have a couple of chests here. One for glass, one for bricks. As separate things, just because. And then, of course, this room or this building will need to have a name as well at some point. Not you, but you. Why does that staircase seem different than the others? Where'd you come from? Oh no. This staircase is too far forward. Crap. How the hell did I do that with the other ones? Same with this one. Maybe we don't have doors on these. Because we don't have doors on these. Fine. Doors can be upstairs anyway. You. Line, stairs, not there, but here. That one out. Here. And then one of these. These buildings are just one block too tall. That's how. Oh well. I want two spaces here though so I can have doors going either direction. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. You... Windows? Hashtag blame Wally. Yep. If the buildings aren't deep enough, you can make jutting out for stairwells at the bottom. Nah, that would look weird, I think. Yeah, the buildings either aren't deep enough or they're too tall. That's the gist of it. Because I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stair blocks. I need to have 1 block for the door, plus 1 block for the door to swing. Even if the door swings outward, you still need to have a block for the door to swing, which is stupid. But nevertheless, that's 2, then 6 is 8. And then block there for the wall, 9, 10, 11. Can you guess how many blocks deep these buildings are? All right. Do I not have any more plain hewn? I might not. Everything down to start over. Well, all I'd have to do that would be to tear the back walls off of every building and make them 11 blocks deep instead of 10. But I'm not doing that either. Tough. Just like the factory. One tile off. Yes. Yeah, that comes up. We're going to need a lot more of this hewn. And if I don't have any stashed anywhere, I'm going to have to make some more plain old hewn. It looks like it's all hard and softwood hewns. I'm going to do this way. Hewn. I knew what you meant. Hard and soft, hard and soft. So we're going to turn that into fuel. And we'll make some new hewn logs out of regular stuff. This other door, since I can't put it here yet, because even if I wanted to swing inward, you need to have a block clear. I'm going to put out here by 1 so that it is physically there. And then we can deal with that. Tell a dad joke, and that'll be where we wrap it up for tonight. So we got some stuff moved. Not all of it. Not everything I wanted to get moved, because I wanted to also move the stuff from the other side too. We can do that on Thursday. And then we'll also get to tearing those down probably. Although I think what I'll do is I will tear this building down first. And then we'll be ready to rebuild these last 3 or 4 next time. Or in the future. Let's see here. Down, down, down. What do you call a man wearing a rug on his head? What do you call a man wearing a rug on his head? All right, so while you all are guessing the answer to that one, this week we'll be live again Thursday and Saturday with more eco. In the meantime, nope. In the meantime, if you aren't already checking out my YouTube channel, make sure that you do, because there's content there that isn't here, including this week during Steam Next Fest, a series of demo playthroughs. So take a look at those and see if you find anything you like there. Come and join us, though, of course, for the chats and the redeems and all the things. As well over there. How long before the meter hits? Let's see. It's gonna be. Yeah, you're lying. I think it's gonna be about 13 or 14 more days. We're barely past the halfway point. So yes, come over and check out the YouTube. Also, come and join us in Discord, where we play community games on Friday nights. And then you can also come and hang out during the week, share memes, talk about games, technology, and other things, and have a good time. Talk about nothing. Who cares? And then the joke. Back to the joke again. What do you call a man wearing a rug on his head? Matt. All right, so let's raid out. We're gonna raid Mojo. Mojo D is playing Captive Ministry. We'll raid him again. We've raided him once last week, I think. Raid him again. And so let's see. What do we got? Picked up golf with friends. Nice. You're welcome to join us anytime. Anytime. We play that a lot, so come and join us for that. Let's see here. So yeah, thank you guys for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. Let's see. Where did that go? Why? Huh? Oh, Copenhagen. Thank you for the new Prime subscription. Welcome in again on that. And for everything else, we'll see kind of what comes with the next series of streams, either Thursday or Friday, and then or Thursday or Saturday, and then of course we'll have community game night on Friday night, and we'll be doing probably Unrailed on Sunday for Sunday shenanigans. But for now, let's raid Mojo, see what they're up to over there in Captain of Industry, and we'll see you all again on Thursday. Have a good one. Bye for now.